Franny here, coming to you with 77 years of life experience, 23 coaching women's basketball at the college level, and a total of 44 years in teaching and coaching. Got my game day hat on because both games 3 and 4, it was decided by who was playing the best team basketball. In all the first 3 games, it was the Celtics who very easily handled the Mavericks. Game 3 was a lot closer, but it was basically still the Doncic and Kyrie Irving show. And when Doncic fouled out, it became very inevitable that the Dallas Mavericks would be at a loss. And so Boston just took that game. They moved the ball extremely well and got the shots that they wanted. So they held on for 106-99 victory. Game 4 was an entirely different thing. The Dallas Mavericks were playing very easy. Ball movement was very, very good spacing with the ball movement. It was still Doncic that set the tone. And if you watch it, it was kind of more like a wrestling match. I've never seen. It was like people were able to put their arms around each other, holding them, and it was whoever was going to have their will imposed through lots and lots of physical contact. So the officials allowed that to happen. They all adjusted to it, and it just became a very physical game. But it was the best game that I've seen the Dallas Mavericks move the ball, even though the main contributors of point-wise were Doncic and Kyrie Irving, who both played outstandingly. Doncic had been, I felt, injured in the third game. He was really trying, but he was not up to par. Nor was he up to par in the fourth game, but he was going to gut it out. He was not going to make any excuses. Played very poor defense in the third game, and boy, did he pick it up in the fourth game. And he was on Tatum somewhat, but he was definitely on Brown. And Brown had one of his worst days, and they were just manhandled physically. What I like, though, is that finally they got the other players involved, and coming off the bench, everybody scored. It was just a blowout, but it was a kind of a fun blowout to watch because you didn't know whether Celtics were going to come back as they had in every game. If they were down, they weren't worried because their ball movement was excellent. Not so yesterday. They got desperate. They were taking shots. Ball did not move from side to side. It was the other team, the Mavericks, that started moving the ball side to side, got everybody involved, had a couple alley-oop passes to Lively, and they just controlled the boards. They controlled the entire game. And even at the end, when they had the subs come in, Tim Hardaway Jr., who's one of my favorite people, Tim Hardaway was, his son just came in and hit 5 threes, so he ended up in the stat board with 15 points at the end of the game in the last, I'd say, 9 minutes of the game. But the Celtics didn't even come out for the fourth quarter with their regulars. They had mostly their bench players in there. So it was fun to see those guys play also. So it ended up being a fun game to watch. It was 122-84. It was definitely a blowout. And that's exactly what the Dallas Mavericks needed to go into Game 5, going back to the Garden. So it's going. One of the things that I really love is Jason Kidd. He had a great He had a great talk prior to the game, and he's one of my favorite players. He was a point guard, and he just got his team ready. They had nothing to lose, and got him ready to play good team basketball, and that's what it's going to have to take for them to continue to hang in the playoffs. Never seen a team come back 3-0, so they're 3-1 now, and that next game will be on Monday night. So I hope to see you there, and we'll have a good discussion. I'd like to see it go at least another game, see if the Dallas Mavericks can sustain their gameplay, their team play, and that's what they're going to have in order to win. So hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to Franny's Sports and Travel Corner. Get ready to travel here in a little bit, so please sign up below. Have a great day.